Everyone wants to know what's written for them. Charts, numbers, star signs, they promise certainty. But what if the real reason they seem accurate is because you are handing them something that is far more valuable than a prediction? In this video, I will show you the hidden pitfalls behind systems like astrology, numerology, and similar methods, and what you can do instead if you want to create your own reality. I absolutely get the appeal. Life can be confusing at times, and if you don't have the answer to what you're seeking, to your questions, to who you are, to life's problems, then it seems appropriate to turn to a system that offers clarity and guidance for many. When we look around us, society suggests that everybody else got their life already figured out. You see those figures on Instagram who have their life's dreams already laid out before them. And it seems that we are the only ones struggling around in the dark, trying to find out who we are, where we belong, or where we need to get to. And in these moments when we do not hold the key within us, it seems appropriate to search for answers outside of us. And systems like astrology, numerology, or any other systems and the like, they promise us answers because so many turn to them and seek what they are searching for. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that these systems do not work. I'm just saying you might be entering a deal that is not in your best interest. So let me explain. Drawing from the universal laws, we know that everything is mind, that you create your own rules. With the power of your expectations and your convictions, you are able to create the rules of the reality that you live. I'm sure you've heard these stories before of world records in a certain kind of sports being held the same over years and years, and people believed that these are the limits of the human body. Until somebody came and broke these world records, and suddenly everybody was able to break them as well. You see, the things that you believe in shape the reality that you live. So the reality that you see outside of yourself is merely a reflection of what you carry inside of you, your thoughts, your beliefs, and your convictions. This not only holds true for sports, but for everything else in your life as well. If you believe that you can achieve something and you can convince yourself of it, you can be sure that you will be actually reaching this goal. And this mechanic is also the reason why these systems like astrology seem to work for people who believe in them, who are convinced that they work, but might be called bullshit by somebody else who is not convinced that these actually work, and they will only find truth in it by accident. It's like programming your own game. Vadim Seeland describes life in his work Reality Transurfing as an infinite variant space, endless possibilities where your convictions, your thoughts and beliefs act as the selector, pulling in the reality that match your vibration, your insight, your inner state. Think of it as a placebo effect on steroids. Your mind makes it real. And yes, if you do not hold this key, or if you have trouble to convince yourself of your own rules, then systems like astrology come in handy because they reassure you, they provide certainty where you lack certainty inside of you. Vadim Seeland calls these mirror makers, external systems that reflect back a version of reality that gives you conviction through something outside of yourself, like a crutch for belief. They provide structure and proof, for example, the stars say so. These can make outcomes happen if you buy into them. So they are not inherently fake, they work via your belief if you are convinced of their working. The problem is that they limit you to somebody else's script. And why astrology is a prime example for this, let me break it down. Astrology claims that your birth chart maps your destiny based on celestial positions. It's alluring, it's ancient, and it's a mirror maker. It hands you pre-made rules like Mercury retrograde means chaos and convinces you of outcomes that you did not invent. Numerology does the same thing. It tries to tie your traits to numbers. In uncertain times, they offer certainty. But this certainty comes at a cost. your creative power. If you are convinced, sure, reality might align. But imagine actually creating rules for yourself that fit your goals and your desires. You give away your power, and instead of being the creator, you become the follower, locked in a system that might not serve you. It fosters dependency, missed opportunities outside of the predicted path, and it grows self-doubt. The stars are not aligned, so why try? In a world of infinite variance, why settle for a generic horoscope when you can build bespoke success? The good news? You can reclaim your power by creating your own convictions. And before we go into the how, send this video to somebody who spends a little too much time in the stars. First, identify limiting beliefs inside of yourself, especially the ones that are created by these external systems. Ask yourself why you believe them, and then find evidence in your daily life that they are not true, that you do not depend on them. Create your own rules that depend only on yourself. Instead of avoiding decisions during retrograde, tell yourself that your intuition guides you for perfect timing always. You see the difference? And then again, search for evidence why your rule works in your daily life, and you will see that it will be ingrained in your subconscious mind. Build conviction through repetition, evidence gathering, and detachment of outcomes. Vadim Seeland calls this the reduction of importance. Inner importance, taking yourself too seriously, and outer importance, taking things outside of yourself too seriously. If you reduce the importance of your goals and events around you, you will see that the energy difference that is needed to reach your goals will come down and will also be reduced. This leads to authentic, limitless outcomes, tailored to you and not the stars. I work with my clients to optimize their lifelines and their rule sets, tailored to their vision and their needs. And if you are interested, just shoot me a message. True power comes from within. Embrace the universal laws, ditch external rule makers, and serve your own reality. And now I want to end with a quote from Seeland: "The world agrees with you if you agree with yourself."